As teachers and future teachers, we have become familiar with Bloom's taxonomy, which by definition expresses thinking and learning through a set of concepts that begin with lower order thinking skills and build to higher order thinking skills. As education heads into the digital world, many teachers struggle with where to place many of the new technology tasks within this long-standing guide to teaching and learning. So how exactly does Bloom's taxonomy fit in today's digital teaching world, and how can we use technology to build higher order thinking skills? Hopefully you can use some of the following websites found in this podcast to better bridge the gap between the traditional Bloom's taxonomy and today's digital world. In Bloom's original first level, the goal is for students to recognize, list, describe, retrieve, or find information. In the digital world, students are still doing all of these things, but instead of just listing information, students are using social bookmarking sites like Delicious or Dingo to recall information.
http://del.icio.us. And when you go there, it tells you just what it is. All your bookmarks in one place. You can bookmark things for your friends and yourself, and you can check out what other people are bookmarking. And you tag them. What is a tag? It's a word to describe a bookmark, and you can give something multiple tags so you can find it more easily.
With Digo, you can highlight and annotate pages directly on the web with ease. Here on this web page, we can highlight this paragraph, add a comment, both of which will remain on the page, and bookmark the page for easy retrieval later. You can also point and click recommended tags or enter your own. You can also add this bookmark to a list. Besides tagging, the new list feature allows you to organize, share, and display your specific collections of bookmarks.
Also, students are also retrieving and finding information not from books anymore, but from search engines like Google. The second level in Bloom's taxonomy is where students are interpreting, summarizing, inferring, paraphrasing, and explaining. In the digital world, students are doing these things, but they are using sites like Twitter and Skype to develop greater understanding of other people through discussions and interactions with those not in the classroom, or they can be used to collaborate with peers.
Nutshell, a website where you try and you basically type what you're doing. You answer the question, what are you doing, in 140 characters or less. You also get a lot of really interesting collaborative opportunities going on once you build out your network.
Ritchie Elementary 5th graders Laura Formita and Caitlin Call Skype just 10 feet apart.
Hey, Caitlin.
It's practice for what will be part of their everyday learning this school year.
10 years ago, when I wasn't born yet, they didn't even have this kind of stuff.
The girls are in the Global Partnership Program. Pasco County's 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders Skype with students all over the world.
We are going to be global learners.
In the traditional Bloom format, we are talking about implementation, using information, and executing tasks. Students can use websites like GoToWeb2O to use information and Voki to execute tasks.
What is a Voki?
A Voki is a talking avatar that you can design to, like, anybody can see it, and it talks. And we are using Voki to make our person that we're making a biography.
Fun website to help you keep up with all of the new Web 2.0 tools that are available to you. There are a couple of different ways that you can search through all the thousands of tools available, and one is with this purple sidebar. So if I choose a category like, for example, Twitter, I can click on it, and it's going to give me very quickly a subset of all of the Twitter applications. If I want to know what they do, I can just put my mouse over them and it will show me. For example, here's Pockets, which is a visual voicemail for Twitter.
Bloom's taxonomy phrases are comparing, organizing, structuring, and integrating. Digital equivalents would involve mashups where several data sources are melded into a single set of usable information, such as sites like Mindomo and Google Docs.
Most of us are involved in projects of some kind, big or small, either at home or work. Mindomo can help with project work either by tracking a small project completely within the map or by helping you to prepare a bigger project for tracking elsewhere. For small projects, you can put your project information into the map itself and keep it up to date in there. For larger projects, you can brainstorm your actions in the map and then export it to an MPX file.
When we need to share a document, we usually attach it to an email and send it to a friend's or coworker's computer home. Here's the problem. When you attach a document to an email, copies are created. Consider this. If you send an email attachment to 3 people, the same document will exist in 4 different places. That's a problem. There's a better way, and it means saying goodbye to messy email attachments. This new kind of home isn't on your computer, it's on the internet. And that makes sharing and collaborating on documents much easier and gives you full control over who can see and access your documents. Here's the basic idea. Instead of attaching a document to an email, let's switch it around and look at how we can attach an email address to a document.
This 5th level of evaluating refers to hypothesizing, critiquing, experimenting, judging, testing, and monitoring. This is where students begin to place informed judgments, so they can use sites like Wikipedia and Google Alerts to start towards new ideas.
How does information get into Wikipedia in the first place? There's a lot to discover when you scratch beneath the surface. Wikipedia is a wiki, a special kind of website that allows many people to contribute to the content. The word wiki means quick in Hawaiian. The name comes from the fact that on the most basic level, a wiki is a quick way to make a web page. Wikis help people collaborate online. This means that a group of people can contribute information to a wiki without seeing each other face to face.
Now, a Google Alert is an email update of the latest relevant search results for any term that you specify. To create a new Google Alert, you use this box that's on the right-hand side of the page. You enter in a search term for anything that you want Google to look. I can choose if I want just news, or if I want blogs, if I want web, if I want a comprehensive look at everything, if I want just videos, or if I want groups.
At the highest level, we see students creating. Here the focus is on designing, constructing, planning, and producing. It is here we would find technology mixing heavily with the creative process by having students build or create blogs or use voice threads to have meaningful discussion groups.
Here's how blogs work. Blogs are websites that are organized by blog posts. These are individual news stories, like articles in the paper. Bloggers simply fill out a form like this one to post a new story. With the click of a button, the blog post appears at the top of the web page, just above yesterday's news. Over time, the blog becomes a collection of these posts, all archived for easy reference. Also, each blog post can become a discussion through comments left by readers. Blogs make the news a two-way street. But really, the fuss is not about how blogs work. It's about what people like you do with them that matters.
VoiceThread is a tool for having conversations around any type of media, such as images, videos, or documents. This means that an entire class can have a discussion using a voice thread on this simple page. In this example, there are 27 participants commenting on this world map. On any media, you can zoom in and move about for easy viewing. There are 5 ways to comment: through phone, webcam, microphone, just typing, or even uploading an audio file.